If that is the case, let me also say something to us again tonight. Let me say this. If that is the case, then that means they have been selling the wrong stuff to INEC and Tinubu. Because we've never heard about this one. We know that the information is out there, okay, but nobody has been talking about it. Can you imagine? All this while they talk about every evidence we have, how overwhelming and how compelling they are. Nobody has mentioned this, and that is the main thing they have. That's the main thing they have in their hand. That is their single stone. You know that single stone that David used against Samson here, not Samson. What's his name again? Of the Philistine. What? Goliath. That single stone. That's one single stone. In carry, go that war. So they've been telling these guys, we need to see RF machine, we need to see beavers, we need to see voters. This and the other part, not to add more. But their main one, they never revealed it. They never talk about it. It was floating out there. You see how the foolish things cannot be used to confirm the wise. It's been floating out there and nobody mentioned it. Nobody. Right from the day one. And because of ego and selfishness, nobody in the APC party thought about this. With all the lawyers, all the signs they have, and nobody thought about this, that this might end up being an issue. Okay? So that's what we're saying today. We're saying now that Obi has gone to court, filed his papers against Tinubu and INEC, okay? Until they're charging INEC that INEC was not supposed to announce Tinubu as the winner, that Tinubu did not win the election. Then they stated all the things, okay, and then they were stating this that INEC supposed to know that Tinubu does not qualify, want to run the election, and again, even though he ran the election, he did not win the election because of all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so many things that they listed, okay? Voters manipulation, voters disenfranchisement, and all kinds of things they listed out there that made him not to win. So the thing is, if he doesn't get it here, he's going to hit it here. You know, there are so many areas we say there are so many ways to kill a bird. This particular bird, every angle now you are dead. This bird, you know, see that place where they perch. You are dead from every angle on this matter. The way it's looking. Again, we don't know. We've not seen the answer. We've not seen the answer from them. Because they will also answer too. They will also answer. So we've not seen the answer from them. So let's wait and see what they're going to be answering. Okay? See if it's something that's going to be contested and stuff like that. We don't know yet. You know what I mean? And what they're now asking the court to do is completely, either they nullify the election, one option. Two, give it to Peter Obi straight up that he won. They stated the reasons why he won the election. Okay? They can give it to him based on those bases. Okay? They can also nullify the election and do another election. Okay? So those are the two things they're saying now. And that thing is, does PDP, in the midst of, is there anywhere PDP can benefit from any of this? Is there any way PDP can benefit? If Tinubu come out now and the election is to stand, unless they are to increase the vote of Peter Obi, but if they come out if they come out APC now, say that APC by the election she still stands, and the result still stands, it's not even Peter Obi, now Atiku. Remember, Atiku came second, based on the result that INEC, you know what I'm saying? So I believe they've tried to figure all these things out and say, okay, this is how this thing will go. Okay, their best bet maybe is to run a new election and not to have the election stand as it is now. Unless they're going to stand it and now look at some of the other things they pointed out about the voter situation, where now Peter Obi's numbers will go up. If he goes up now, then he will come on number one, and if they to sustain the election, then he becomes the president. Okay? So those are the, but again, it's on. It's on. In the days ahead, more things are going to be coming out. We're going to be seeing things, all right? So it's going to be thrilling. It's going to be exciting, all right? Pick up if you like watch a movie, go buy packs of popcorn. Packs of popcorn. Go buy them. It's going to be a thrilling one. It's going to be thrilling. This one where America fit come. Okay, so that's that. Quickly, let us go into something else, okay? In the days to come, we're going to be talking about all these things, more on them. Another thing I want to talk about is, quickly, INEC, it looks like they have finally declared Oti, Alex Oti of Abia State, okay, as the governor. We've been calling it since Sunday, but what had happened was there was some kind of, a place called Obiungwa in Ngwa, okay, the heart of Ngwa in Ngwa. So they've been the one holding all these things since. There were some kind of hanging charge. I remember the election here in America years ago, and Florida became one of the, there was something we call hanging charge. You know how you pinch a hole on the ballot paper like this. So when you pinch it, it's supposed to open like this. So what happened is, see this thing here, this tiny thing that is hanging was a problem during that election. Was a problem, and they were trying to figure out if it was hanging, if it was properly punched, all kinds of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That went on during that period. So Obiungwa has been our issue for Abia State. Okay, we had so many things that went on there: kidnapping, holding people hostage, INEC people holding them hostage, forcing them to turn results, all kinds of things. And these things we were hearing, they were all credible. Okay, allegations. They were all credible allegations against INEC. Okay, from the INEC people that were on the ground. One of whom I'm going to be talking about tonight. Okay. So, finally, it happened. Then we heard that INEC came now and took the whole thing from Obiungwa. Took everything. I believe 90% or 95% of the votes already were in the whole Abia State. And this Obiungwa now became the cliffhanger. Okay? Because they were, word had it that it was supposed to be 23,000 people accredited over there, but they are trying to now submit 100 and something thousand result to favor favor PDP, because as of the time of the accounting, PDP was winning with almost 100,000 votes. LP, meaning LSOT, was winning with almost 100,000 votes. Okay, so what had it that in Obiungwa, they were there trying to find a way they can be able to manufacture, because they cannot do anything with the other result. It's been announced, it's already on the IRF, okay? But this particular Obiungwa one, which is, I believe, is closer to where the governor came from, all right? So they were doing something there, and these people refused. You know the woman that said no? Professor Nenna Oti. Professor Nenna Oti, okay, is, I believe she's the Vice Chancellor, okay? She's the Vice Chancellor, okay, of FUTO. And that was why I was asking before, what is this thing about Vice Chancellors and Chancellors and Professors in this election? Thank God we now have two people that still have conscience. Amongst all the Vice Chancellors we had in the 36 states that ran this election. Because it looks like it was professors and vice chancellors that they used all over the place. So we still have two people amongst the rest of them, because all of them were complicit. All of them got corrupted. All of them took the answered the kickback call. and these two people refused. Is it because they are pastors? Because that's what the word coming to us, that both of them are pastors. The woman is a pastor at RCCG, Redeemed Christian Church. She's a pastor there from what we are hearing. Okay? And they persuaded her, promised her everything for her to turn the Abia vote. Not be APC this time, not be APC. Because APC not get leg for Abia. Na PDP. And that's what I've told you. I said it from the one. Say PDP are part of the whole thing too. Some areas that APC have a bigger, on the map. Okay, APC had a bigger share of the map. But PDP also, we are shooting their own too. They were shooting their own too. I don't even know why their name not there included in this filing that was done today. Because their name supposed to be there too. Because I saw their hand in there, and you saw their hand too. Yes, Atiku. I saw that your beautiful hand. I saw it inside that cookie jar. Yeah. Okay, so this woman refused to be bribed. She refused to be caught. She refused to be intimidated. She refused to be manipulated. She refused every kind of malfunctioning or malfunction. Okay, anything that will make her to sell the future of her children and grandchildren. She's not even thinking about us. We are secondary. This is one person that remembered her children and her children's children. Because other people were just thinking of themselves and maybe one of their sons and daughters. That's what they're thinking about. But this one was thinking about, and maybe when she says children, she means the children of her church members, my own children too, your own children, every children that she can think of that she raises in her prayer. The woman said no. She said she get call. She said she get call from Mahmoud Yakubu. Say Yakubu call him. Say, why are you walking off strip? Why are you walking off the street? It's a bit say we there, we gave every one of you, the way how to handle this matter. Why are you walking off the street? Why are you? The woman said, I know they hear the one way they talk. I know they hear that one. You see this result where I get from my hand? Nothing they change up. This result, when I make mistake, they carry me put for here. This result where I get from my hand, ain't nothing changing it. They come promise them, say they go even give them the whole Abia state. The woman say, even if you give me the whole Nigeria, I'm not shifting. Nothing. No OT, no OT. Maybe not because the woman named no OT too. And the governor elect no OT too. We don't know. But that's not where we're talking about. Yes. The woman refused to be bribed. She refused to be caught. She refused to be cajoled. She refused everything that they can do to get her to do the unthinkable and to commit the crime against the state. He said the people's vote must stand. And that's what that was what was holding on. Yes, Amanabal. That was what was holding on all this while. That was what was holding all this while. Since Saturday, today na Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. 3 days after the election. I wish they can't head like this for the presidential election. Say they no quickly announce that thing. Okay? So that is what. And the same thing also, we have another professor, Professor Madu Iwe. The name is Madu Ebibishi. Madu Ebibishi Iwe. Another pastor too. This one, they say, I am be the head of all the student union for Nigeria. Didn't they check this? Let me even ask these guys. INEC, in the midst of all your structurizing structure, when I not check these people's dossier or check their, check their who they are, their qualifications and what they have in their CV or whatever. When I not check them, see pastor there, or I not think say their own pastor like the other pastors. Hmm? When I not check them, that thing for raise your, antenna up. Say these two people, say we're not going to trust them all. When I go put them there, for Imo State, no, for Abia State, and the Enugu State. Hey! The two Igbo states that were created from Imo and Anambra. Now there I go put them. They don't come back now. And with this now, it's not even going to end there. Let me tell us something. These two people, while I'm celebrating them tonight, I'm taking off my hat for them. And when I see them next time, okay, we'll have lunch and dinner. When I see these two professors, anytime I come home, I'm looking for them. Mostly the vice chancellor, what? Okay? Because these are the kind of people we need in that country. As a matter of fact, she's supposed to run the next election. And not somebody like Mamoudou Yakubu. No, now this woman. Now because she stood the test of time. She stood the test. They've been pressurizing her with all kinds of inducement. The woman said no. No. That's what it is. So that is why Abia tonight is being liberated. Now because of this woman. And the same thing is going to happen in Enugu too, we believe. Okay? So that's why we're celebrating these two vice chancellors. The other one is a vice chancellor with Michael Obara University, Professor Madu Ebibishi Ofo Iwe. Okay? Pastor. Professor Nenna Oti from Afibo. Vice Chancellor Futo, a pastor of RCCG. This hand clap now for you too. Now you too. Undeja Agamba. We are proud of you too. Very much. We are very, very, very proud of you too, Ma and the Sir. God's grace will speak beyond measures for you too. Okay? So that's what we have. Let me tell us again what is happening today. They will not stop. Sanwo-Olu. I know we've not mentioned him for 2 days now. You will be asking, is that man still alive? Sanwo-Olu, good to know, good thing. But, the thing with him, he tried to play catch up. That's one thing with him since this election that I'm not really happy about. Things he could have done before time, he will not try to do it after. Now, yes, he's out now, coming out now, condemning the attack on Ndibo. Now, how honest it is, I don't know. How honest it is, I don't know. See my eye for that one? I don't know. See my eye? The thing won't even put me to sleep. How honest he is, because I said it here, that if he comes out to condemn his own, I don't know how honest that would be. Okay? So I'm still saying that how honest this is condemnation on the attack on Ndibo is, I don't know. Okay? But let me tell you something else that he did. Okay? Another thing he did in conjunction with what he has done so far, which is to condemn, was also call for arrest of all the perpetrators of all those talks. We've been calling for him to do this even before the election. So we're waiting now to do it. Because if these guys, if they were picked up before the election, maybe we wouldn't have seen what we saw. Okay? So he's calling for their arrest. He condemned it. I don't know if it's outrightly. I don't know if it's categorically. Okay? And I don't know if the arrest is calling for is for immediate arrest. Because all these things, they all have their thing too. The way I'm saying it. Condemning categorically. Okay? Condemning outrightly and calling for immediate arrest. Those, you see how I put it? Yeah. Governor, I think that's how you need to do it. Okay? And another thing I had he do also was increase 20%. All the civil servants, he increased their pay to 20%. He's a man that plays since this election, he's been playing catch up. He's been playing catch up. But it's like he waits and see. Then he will act. He waited and see and wait for them to burn the market. Then he will come and want to repair the market. Where they could have been stopped from burning the market. What did they talk about? So, Governor, kudos on that one. Where is my heart? Your heart. I like to wear for you. Kudos, Governor. Okay, and another thing I'm hearing also is that the president-elect has also come out to condemn the attack, okay, and he's calling for peace. Okay, he's calling for peace. I came here there and I asked both of them to do that. It looks like they've done it, but again, the journey is still beginning. There's so many things, the election was still rigged. That's what they say. So I don't know. But you guys have done this one, so let's see what else we will do, on that one. Okay. Now, finally, Ndibo. This one now is for you. For and to you. They're saying come back home. Yeah. They're saying that unu lọtawazie ndị unu gara na nke ha sị na ha achọzi unu lọtawazie unu buru ngwongwo unu lọtawa unu lọtawazie. Okay, so there's a call now, there's a clarion call now for ndị Igbo to start thinking home. I know that might be a long shot in the sense that when they look at the wealth they've amassed in Lagos and what they've taught, how they've built Lagos and stuff, to leave it and go, that's going to be tough for them. Okay, but there was a place once upon a time called where is it for me? Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? Do you know why Lot's wife looked back? The reason why she looked back was when she remembers her wealth, the beauty of the place she's living. Okay? Sometimes you can forget the past and look forward to the future. If it's possible, you guys should think about it. You might not just come out there completely. You can do it in stages. If I'm to suggest, not living there completely, because most of you have been there for so long, had your kids, some of you were even born there, in as much as they're claiming that you are not. Because okay? Some of you don't even speak Igbo. You speak Yoruba more than Igbo. Okay? But they're all saying, they're using the same brush to paint every one of us that has Lagos or no Lagos, anything, So, but you guys can start, coming back home and start doing little by little. Okay? For some of you that take 20 boys to go, you can open something in the east and leave 10 boys there and keep 10 in Lagos. And slowly. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking the 20 of them to Lagos, you can put 10 in the east and leave 10 in Lagos and slowly, start the the transfer, the transmission, the transgression, the transfer, everything. Start doing the That would be one of my suggestions, adding to what people have been calling for you guys to do. And they're calling for this thing to happen based on your experiences, if not within the last 1 month in Lagos. Okay? That's why people are calling for you guys now to start thinking home. And the other thing they're asking you guys to do also is not to participate. It's not to participate in the upcoming census, the census that is coming up in May, I think May, June, the national census that is coming up where they will count every Nigerian that is in Nigeria. Okay? And it is from this census now that, states get what they get in terms of allocations and stuff. Okay? So if they're saying to you that you are not qualified to vote in Lagos, so where would Lagos benefit from you? because Lagos is benefiting from your numbers. They say that there are over 20 million people in Lagos, okay? And if nothing, you guys can account for, if nothing, 1 or 2 million. And that is some number in Lagos. That's quite a lot of number in Lagos. Okay? So if you can be able to, if you're accounting for that, they're saying since they're not recognizing you, then they cannot use you as take advantage of you and use you as a number game to make up their 10. Yes, we'll call it that's what it is. We'll call it what it is. Yes, if you are not worthy to vote, then you should not be worthy to be counted and be used to get benefits from the federal government. Okay? Get allocations from any, even other parts of the world. Because when they try to do something in Lagos, when Lagos is looking to get anything, they remember you. But when it's time to do something for you, they remind you that you are not from there and that you don't belong there. Think about it. That's a message they asked me to message you. Oh, yes, you might feel on Lagos. Let me not talk about the other places. We'll talk about those places tomorrow. Okay? So those are what we have today on our program. All right? So in recap, Obi, don't go to court. Obi is in court now. And he didn't go alone. He didn't carry INEC. Carry Tinubu. Carry Shetima. It be like saying carry the federal government too. I don't know. It be like say Sanwo-Olu dey there too. I don't know. You know? It be like say Mahmoud dey there. He dey there. That one I know he dey there. Yeah. Okay? So that's where we are today. And that's what we have for you today. Thank you guys so very much. Okay? It has also been quite an evening. All right? I wanted to bring this in to us. Like I said, a whole lot happened today, and more are to come. Like I promised us, as they come, I will come here and we'll talk about it and we'll discuss it, okay? So to some of you that will be coming later, which a lot of you do, this is what we had on the show today, okay? Obi is in court. Abia State has been declared for LSOT, okay? The two professors that saved Abia and Anambra from the onslaught, okay, and from the manipulations of INEC and the APC and PDP, okay, we thank them so much for doing that, all right? Ndibo now have been asked to start thinking home, okay, and also not to refused to be counted on the National Census Day, okay? That's the call from Ndibo to Ndibo, okay? Sanwo-Olu now is calling for the arrest. He's calling for the arrest of all the perpetrators of the mayhem on that election day, okay? I think he should even extend it beyond. Sanwo-Olu, you know who you need to start? The first person to make a statement to arrest my right-hand man, honestly. If you're looking for a place to start, then we will know you are serious. MC Olomo, arrest him first. Then you will send a shockwave and a statement to the whole nation, if not the whole world. Make that arrest first, before anything else. Make we not go begin to pick all these keys. We don't know anything, okay? So that's where we are. And again, the president-elect has also come out condemning the attack on Ndibo. Okay? And his past, we are seeing now, his past might be coming into play as this court case moves on and goes into the next gear. Yeah. They're saying that he has something here in America that was supposed to prevent him from running an election and contesting in the presidential election. Okay? And they say INEC Sabi, and they still went ahead and allowed him to be voted for, and also allow him to do everything he did, and also gave him the certificate of return. So Obi is now calling for those things to be nullified, and nullified, withdraw back from, taking back from him and give to him. Take from him and give to him. Okay, that's what Obi is calling for. All right. So this is what we have for. These are all we had on today's show, and I thank you so very much for being part of today's show. Okay, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. As usual, we are who we are because of who you are. We do what we do here because of what you do over there. Thank you so very much, Uche Daddy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, every single one of you that tuned in tonight. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Go ahead and do the needful, which is to share our tape. Share. That's the password. Okay? And that's the watchword. Share. I look forward again to seeing us tomorrow. You guys, as always, has been a sport. Okay? Thank you so very, very much. Until next time, I still remain yours, Sydney Blessing Iwala, SBI. Until next time, people. The Provocateur, signing off.